Alright folks, it's 5 a.m. We're in turkey camp. We got our magnet on the board. We know where we're going. We got where we wanted to go, so I gotta go get Grayson up. Grayson. Grayson. It's turkey 30. It's officially turkey 30.
Finally.
It's time to get up. Alright folks, we're up, we're out of bed. We went for our draw here at our hunt club. That takes place around 5 a.m. It's going to be, I think sunrise is at 7:30, so we're going to want to be out there good and early. We got a pretty good walk to get back into where we're at, where we're going to kind of stage up from and see what the turkeys are doing. So we're going to get us a Jimmy Dean biscuit in our belly, a little bit of something to drink, get our stuff together and be out there unreasonably early, because it's just what you do on the first day of turkey season. You got to be out there early. 30% chance of showers, 68 degrees today. Alright folks, Grayson and I are rolling down the highway, first day of youth day. Weather looks pretty decent. We're gonna ride the gator in. It's a pretty good haul back into where we're going. I'm gonna carry a blind and some chairs and stuff in with us. It's gonna be a lot easier doing that. I usually like to walk, but we're gonna set some stuff up there for this afternoon and tomorrow. So we'll get in there well before daylight, be in there for the sunrise, see what we hear. Grayson, what are you doing back at the truck?
It started raining.
We looked at the radar, saw the rain coming, and made a dash for a truck. We got out of here in time. We're gonna get in the truck. Yeah, my old radar app just ain't for fishing. It'll keep you dry out here in the woods too. Looks like it may rain for about an hour or so, hour and a half. Might be a good time to get back in there after this passes. It'll be right around noon. Most of them gobblers will be away from whatever hens they got. So might be some noise going on around lunchtime. And hand get the chairs ready for us. And hand me that decoy. Alright guys, getting up toward about 11:30. We're gonna pack it up, head back to camp and have lunch. We got a little cookout going on there at the club. We had that one hen, that was the only thing that came through. She hung around for about 10 minutes. That was a pretty good show. I figured if she's standing in here calling and is not bringing anything in, we're not going to bring anything in. So it was nice having a live decoy out there trotting around making noise. After the rain, we heard one more bird off in the distance. Made a few calls, waited, sitting here hunted about an hour and a half, hadn't had anything come in. So we're going to get some lunch, rest up, and figure out what our plan is for this afternoon. We may be coming back to this same place. There were so many birds around us this morning. It's a pretty good setup, so we may just stick with it and get it out the rest of the day. Grayson in charge of driving.
Afternoon shift.
Well, we probably missed some of the best hunting of the day, which is right around lunchtime, but we got back in the woods, decided to settle in for the afternoon and try to pick off some birds coming into these food plots in the afternoon. That's very common in our area. They'll come in there, they'll feed in these food plots quite often in the afternoon and hang out in them sometimes for a couple hours before they finally go up to roost. That was our plan, so we got back in the woods, did a little bit of light calling to see what would come in. Now, one thing that always seems to happen during deer season is when Grayson falls asleep, a deer comes in. And wouldn't you know it, I look out the right side of the blind and I see something blue and white behind a tree. I give it a second, and there he is, a big long beard heading our way. Do you see him? Let's wait. You got the feed on him? Shoot him when you're ready. Wait. Well, I told Grayson when you get a shot, take it. Don't wait on me. I was trying to get some video of it out the side window and was moving the camera over to get another shot over his shoulder when...
Yes! Let's
Busted! Busted him!
Let's go!
Wait, there's another one. Grayson got the shot and he took it and he dropped the bird.
Yes! Yes! This is how you do it out here in the country.
Folks, we were sitting here. I gotta tell you, this happened quick. We did a little bit of... Did you hear something else? Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. He cut down a monster. I did a little bit of calling. Just got done a calling sequence. Put it up. And I looked down to my right out the corner of the blind. And I seen blue through the trees. And it took one more step. And I seen the head. And I was like, oh no, there's a gobbler. There's a gobbler coming.
That red dot was all over his neck. And because he was between where I could
The
see
camera's
him.
shaking because my hand's shaking.
Literally. He was between the trees where the trail cam is. And there's another pine tree. I didn't want to shoot because I was scared I was gonna hit the tree or the blind. So I let him get by. It took about 2 more steps. That red dot was all over his neck. I said, you know what? I was like, you're smoked. Boom.
Well, as you can tell, we were pretty excited. But I noticed there was another bird outside of the blind down to the right, and I thought there may be another gobbler coming in. South Carolina, you can take 2 birds in the same day. So we got quiet, did a little bit of light calling to see if we'd get another bird in. Turns out it was just a hen, so we let her feed on through, get on out of there, and then finally we got to go lay hands on this awesome bird. Let's take a look at it.
Well, what happened was when we were sitting in that blind, my dad said, oh my God, turkey, big one, long beard. And I got the shotgun up, my heart was going a million miles per hour, going boom, 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 boom. When I got that red dot on where the meat meets the feathers, boom, I shot.
Well, folks, this was one of those rare instances where all your hard work came together. And that seldom happens in hunting or fishing. You put in time scouting, looking, doing all your legwork, and usually what happens is on game day, something fails, something happens. Today, this hunt was not that case. He was able to take a great bird in an area that we had scouted. We knew birds were there. We had somewhat of a pattern as to what was going on and when it was going on and where it was going on. And usually what happens is you get all this information and the birds, the deer, the fish don't show up. But this time it worked out. Well, none of our hunts or fishing trips are complete without a celebratory dinner at the end of the day. There they are, some nice T-bone steaks. We're having our celebratory dinner here in camp. A tradition of T-bone steak. Grayson got his first turkey, and we're gonna celebrate. Heavenly Father, thank you for a wonderful day in the woods. Thank you for a great turkey that you gave Grayson. And thank you for this wonderful food to the nourishment of our bodies. Amen.
You get all the meat, eat all the meat, and then you eat the bone. You eat the meat off the bone, which is the best part of the meat.
Just in case any of y'all are wondering, vegetarian is an ancient word that was created by the Indians that means man that cannot hunt. In the end, it was a great hunt and some great father-son time in the woods, building memories that we will never forget. If you like these videos, please hit subscribe and hit that little bell symbol so you know when any new videos are up. We look forward to seeing you in the woods and on the water.